If you're looking for a job, Express.
Here we go.
Come on, Bobby.
Transmitting across America.
Turn it up. This is the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go.
Lauren Elena sent us 10 digital download codes for her new EP, Getting Over Him. If you hit us up right now in our Instagram DMs, Morgan has 10 of these album giveaways. So the first 10 people you hook up,
Yep, I will.
at Bobby Bones Show, hop into her DMs. Of the show, not her own life account.
Please.
Yeah. All right, hit me with the big story. Here we go.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Well, the big story will be last night was the ACMs. I was there. I'll kind of give you some backstage juicy gossip. Is that there's no juicy gossip because there's not crap going on as far as people hanging out. Like, I got there, what they do to make sure everybody was COVID compliant, they sent a truck to my house, like a big SUV, picked me up. I drove there. My room, because there's usually a dressing room for anyone that's presenting or performing. My room was a bus. So in the Grand Ole Opry parking lot, there are like 30 buses.
Oh, wow.
So I go to my bus that says BB on it to hang out for an hour. They go, okay, let's go. Another car picks me up, drives me to the door where I'm presenting. I walk in a one-way hallway, right to a spot. I stand. Now, I see friends walking through, but they're like, you cannot go up to anybody. So I move to my next spot. They're like, you're on in 20 seconds. I go on. I'm like, hey, everybody, here's your winner for Song of the Year. It was Old Dominion. They come out. I did cheat because they said, do not touch the artist when they come out. Yeah, your rebel buddy over here
Where'd
gave him
you-
daps.
Oh, I was like, where'd you touch them? Okay.
That's a weird question. But they really did a great job at making sure it was completely safe. Sure, it was a little weird with no one in the audience. It was only the weirdest when someone was giving an acceptance speech. You know, I do a show every week at the Grand Ole Opry anyway, so I'm used to seeing the Opry House empty because an artist plays and there's nobody there and I host it. But whenever you see someone talking to a crowd and there is no crowd, that got a little awkward. But I saw Clint Black. I only talked to a few people because you're only back there for a really consolidated section of time. So it's just like shoved together. And Clint Black was right in front of me presenting, I believe. And so I have a picture of him and I both in our masks because we had makeup on to do the show, so they didn't make us wear masks, but we had to walk around with a hand shield in front of our face the whole time. So I have a picture.
interesting.
I'll post it on my Instagram story if you want to go follow me, Mr. Bobby Bones, of me and Clint Black with our masks on. But I was talking to him. I love him. And I got to meet his wife last night because she was with him. She presented.
Yeah.
Saw Dan and Shay walking through and know those guys pretty well. So I just congratulated them on Duo of the Year. Talked with Old Dominion for a long time because they won the award and they were backstage. But that was about it.
Your press or whatever they call it, where you talk to the media, that was crazy to me because you were standing and there was this huge screen and then all these little heads on there like on a Zoom. And were they
It
just
was weird,
firing
yeah.
off questions?
Again, but really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I gotta
Crazy.
say, this Damon Whiteside and at the ACMs just did a great job of making this show happen and making sure that it was safe. And Rat Clark, who produced it, just a great job of making a TV show. And my grandma used to say, making
Chicken
salad out of chicken S.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they made it.
That's exactly right.
I go back, and after you present or you do something, you go back to the press. And usually there's a bunch of people in chairs going, hey, let me ask you a question. But this time you walk up, there's a big screen. You're just staring at a screen. You're like, what's going to happen? And then all of a sudden it flashes, and it's everybody sitting, and they all get one question. Well, I don't like doing that stuff because I'm not famous, and nobody has questions for me, really. They want to talk to Luke Bryan and Luke Combs. And I'm back there, and they go, all right, let's go to Tom at Billboard. Tom, what do you want to say? And Tom goes, oh, my God. He goes, I don't. Do you like awards?
What's your favorite fruit?
And I'm like, I love awards.
Tom was scrambling.
It's, nobody wants to ask me a question because nobody cares what I have to say about it. And they know I'm going to say whatever I feel on this show. there were a couple really, really great people like Alicia Davis, who works for one of the cable shows, was great, and she humors me being there. And I get a lot of American Idol questions. I don't even know if I'm going back.
Oh,
Was that your answer?
No, it's not.
you just
The girl goes, hey, Luke Bryan was in here earlier. He was talking about how you guys are all going back. By the way, Luke, don't say I'm going back yet, buddy. And so
well, does he know something?
I don't think so. No, because we had another call yesterday. But she's like, what's it going to be like? And I said, I'm doing a show on Nat Geo. If I'm able to finish it with no COVID delays, I'm going to go back to American Idol hopefully early next year, right around Hollywood Week. And I said, and I can't wait because they've really done a great job at American Idol, too, of kind of progressing in a tough environment. But I was really, in my insides, I was like, I might not be on Idol. I don't know why you're asking me this. But hopefully I will be. It's a great performance last night. The Carrie and Thomas Rhett split of the Entertainer of the Year was weird because there are thousands of votes. And if it was a straight tie, WTF.
Yeah.
Like, how in the world do you get exactly that number? And I saw some people hating on Thomas Rhett because they're like, can't Carrie just have her moment? I'm like, hey, they didn't count the votes. It goes to a firm. This is how these award shows happen. And we talked about this on my podcast with Damon Whiteside from ACMs. They hire firms to go, all right, we got the votes. You have nothing to worry about. They take all the votes. They tabulate all the votes. Nobody knows until it's time. And then they announce them. It was no grand conspiracy. If there's any conspiracy, it's the people voting and somehow they've been affected or block voting. But great for Thomas Rhett, great for Carrie Underwood. They both can be Entertainer of the Year without having to worry about watering it down.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I love it. Love it.
It's the first time that's ever happened.
That I know of.
In,
pretty cool.
in any category?
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that true in any category?
I don't know. I'm curious. I'm wondering, is it in any category and then it happened to be the big one?
Well, that was great. I did not see Taylor's performance, but I do have a clip of it. Did you happen to see it?
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. Here is Taylor doing Betty.
But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go straight to hell or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you show
Here is Carrie Underwood accepting the award for Entertainer of the Year.
2020, man. Thank you, God, so much. All glory to God. Thank you to the ACM, not just for this, but for putting me in such incredible company. I am more than happy to share this with Thomas Rhett, and just to have my name mentioned with his and Luke and Eric Church. I am beyond honored. Thank you.
And here's Thomas Rhett accepting for Entertainer of the Year.
Keith, what is happening right now? Thank you to the Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Thank you so much to my wife, my baby girls who are watching this right now. Willa Gray, I love you. Ada James, I love you. Lennon, I love you. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to the ACMs. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
So happy for him. Not a bad one in that mix of all the winners last night. Kind of was able to see everybody. Love them, proud of them. Luke Combs won Album of the Year, I think. It was a great night. Great night when it was a tough environment to produce a show. So, yeah, pretty cool. I think I'll wrap up the big story now and just get to Luke Combs. Here is Lovin' on You, Bobby Bone Show. Hey, call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. We'll take your calls. Performance of the night last night, Eric Church to Johnny Cash.
Pretty good.
And then him doing Stick That in Your Country Song.
Yeah.
That's performance of the night last night. All right, call us if you want. Luke Combs, Lovin' on You now. I was asking Morgan her favorite performances from last night. Number 1 was
Carrie Underwood covering like Dolly and Reba and Patsy Cline.
I didn't get to see that because I was in a car or bebopping around a little bit. Did you like the Eric Church one?
Oh yeah, hit the ragged old flag. That was chills.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah.
He just sat there and played guitar as it played and then came on and did stick that in your country song. He showed up with a mask on and only took pictures with the mask on to prove how important masks are.
Cool.
It was really cool because people are going to listen to Eric Church. And he's like, hey, man, masks are important. You should wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, you're not like the chief.
Everyone's like, okay.
I want to be like the chief, so put a mask on. In a second, when we come back, we're going to grab some calls. You guys can hop on, 877-77-Bobby. But something creepy happened in Lunchbox's life. Because you know what happened where he comes on and reviews Cuties, the movie on Netflix? Yeah. I didn't ask him to do that, by the way. He just does it on his own. And something has happened in his personal life because of that.
Okay.
And it's a little sad, honestly. We'll come back. I'll tell you about that next.
This is the Bobby Bones Show.
go over and talk to Shane in South Carolina. Shane, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on?
Hey, Bobby. Hey, gang. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. What's happening with you?
Nothing much. I just wanted to discuss, say something about the Entertainer of the Year that happened last night. It seems like it's been happening the last few years. I'm a big Eric fan, part of the church choir. But I don't know if you've seen his shows lately, but he's been putting on 3 or 4 hour shows and playing about almost 40 songs. I was just wondering if the people who are voting on this have actually seen shows and know that is part of the entertainment, I believe.
I
just want to see what you had to say about it.
It's a great point. And Eric does a couple shows in the same city. He'll do that double down where he stays and does 2 nights. Yeah, I don't know, except for Garth, that you're going to hear anyone argue that Church isn't the best live performer. I think you may still go Garth in Church because of how big of a show Garth has. But last night, a lot of people felt Church was snubbed. But honestly, everybody could have had that argument. There was not an artist bigger than Luke Combs last year. There just wasn't in any way. Hits, streams, downloads. So that side of it, you can go, well, what the crap? Luke Combs. You're going to tell me Carrie or TR or who else? Luke.
Yeah, Luke.
Who is even more
entertainer.
so the biggest entertainer. If you're using that because he's on TV, he's got #1 radio hits. My only point is, Shane, you're absolutely right. And you should feel that way about your guy. But all 5 of those, if they would have won, I'd have been like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah, because similarly, I obviously enjoy Thomas Rhett's music. I think he's a great person. But when I went to his concert last year, I was blown away. I was super impressed at how well he put everything together and how entertaining it was.
But the Eric Church Show is dynamic, amazing. He's the only guy that can pull that off.
Yeah.
And Shane, you're right to feel that way, man.
It does. Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate what y'all do. Keep up the good job, okay?
Hey, Shane, have a good day. Thanks for calling South Carolina.
Thanks. All right, take care.
All right. Let's go over to Carrie Beth in North Carolina. Hey, Carrie Beth, how are you? Thanks for calling the show.
Hey, Bobby. Thanks.
Well, what would you like to say?
I just want, well, this is for Amy.
Okay,
Hi, Amy. Last week you talked about how you jumped in the pool with all your clothes on.
Yes. After a really rough day. Yeah.
I wanted to just validate you. I think that is completely normal. I feel like I would have done that too if I had a pool in my backyard. And all the boys were giving you such a hard time about that, but I think that makes total sense.
Thank you. I did hear from a lot of women out there that it made complete sense, and I was not crazy.
I don't know about complete sense, but it's what you did to cope. Complete sense is not what it made.
It still
But
doesn't.
it felt so good.
Now that
felt-
can happen, yes.
Guys, it felt
It's like
amazing.
punching a hole in a wall. It doesn't make sense, but it feels great to some people.
To some people, yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot going on right now. There's COVID, there's homeschooling, there's crazy things with our children. It's a hard time.
I'm
And
not
I just
arguing
feel
with
like
you
a lot
about
of
that.
people-
Like, I'm saying everybody copes their own ways, but I'm just saying that wasn't normal. But I love it. A lot of stuff I do is not normal.
Yeah, I told you I felt like a free fish, and I just was swimming to nowhere.
Not helping your
in
case,
the
Amy.
confinement. But it felt so good. I might do it again.
Carrie Beth, thank you for the call. I appreciate you listening.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you.
Bye-bye. But when you do it again, I would just encourage you take more clothes off.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something that was amazing about literally just opening up the back door, walking out there, and just falling in. It wasn't like I cannonballed. It's more like I just walked into the water and sunk.
Let me put on one more call from Pittsburgh. Brandy's in Pittsburgh, and she wants to weigh in on the ring, the wedding ring. Raymundo wants a ring with diamonds on it, and he's the guy. Hey, Brandy, what's going on?
Hey, morning, studio.
Morning.
Oh, my kids are going to be so mad. They're already at school. Ray. I got to tell you, as somebody older than Eddie, which, is old.
Rude.
I'm married 22 years. My husband and I got married very young, and he wanted this blingy ass ring. Sorry.
Go ahead. It's after 8. Go ahead. Let her rip. Let her rip. Bobby Bones Show after dark. What the crap? Go ahead.
And so we got it, and it was, late 90s, so gold, 3 little diamonds, blingy, sparkly. He wore it for about 6 months, and it is sitting in my jewelry box where it has been for most of 22 years.
So what's your advice to Raymundo, who wants a blinged out wedding ring with black diamonds?
So it's not going to be in style. 6 months to a year, your style's going to change. And I would go basic, spend the money on something, drink more White Claw on your honeymoon.
Oh, nice. What do you think about that, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to be in style in 70 years. That's how long I plan on being married for. And yeah, I have a watch that's in a box.
7 years?
70.
Yeah.
Oh, 70.
Okay. I did 7.
And then I have a watch that I agree with you. I don't wear as much as I should, maybe once a month. Maybe that's what I end up doing with the ring. I have no idea. I can't predict.
You're just going to wear your wedding ring once a month.
Well, thank you, Brandy, for the call. Really appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day. And let me shout out Pittsburgh. Everybody that listens to us in Pittsburgh, holy crap. We don't think we deserve it, but just dominating up there. Just that whole staff up there. And just the whole time. Yeah, it's just, we're always super excited when someone embraces the show. So thank you, Brandy. Hope you have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, bye-bye. I do want to talk about Lunchbox for a second because he comes on at the beginning of the week and says, hey, I watch Cuties. And I was like, that's that controversial movie people are saying that are sexualizing kids. He goes, I watch it. It is good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, paraphrasing. Then Morgan watched it and goes, it was a little creepy. Probably not for me. A lot of listeners were calling Lunchbox really bad names. So tell Amy what happened to you.
Well, my wife woke up yesterday morning and someone had tracked her down on Facebook and was sending her messages talking about how embarrassing it is to her, like as my wife, that I'm on the radio talking about this movie and I am representing my wife, so my wife should be embarrassed. And how do you let your husband do that? Like, you should think about things and listen to what he's saying. And I can't believe you would let him watch that filth. But the thing is, they tracked my wife down on Facebook. I'm not connected to my wife on Facebook. We don't say we're married to each other. They went and found her name and found her personal account that is private and sending her messages.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. I wouldn't take the time to do that.
Let me ask you this. Do you still stand by Cuties?
I still stand by Cuties.
Wow! That was your chance. He's doubling down.
That was your chance.
No, guys. Cuties is a good movie. It has a very important message. And I got another tweet today from a guy asking me, are you a pedophile? Because you liked Cuties. Same guy that tweeted me the other day saying I am a pedophile.
Oh, well, he's backing up, though.
He's backing up. Now he went from calling me a pedophile to asking if I'm a pedophile. And the answer is no, I'm not a pedophile, but thank you for the tweet. But yeah, I can't believe someone went and tracked my wife down on Facebook. A little crazy. Like, woo!
Oh, there's a girl that is harassing Caitlyn so bad she creates new accounts every day and sends her disgustingly mean and threatening messages. Where we've had to call in to. It's a whole. Ugh. But that's only such a small population of folks, but it ruins it for everybody. Because otherwise, I'd just invite all you to my house. You're listening right now. If it wasn't for that, you could all just come over.
I know.
But Caitlin's dealing with it so bad. They harass her all the time about her body, about her being with me. It is unfair. She does nothing except exist. She's not trying to be an Instagram star. She doesn't want to be. She posts almost never. And now she feels like she can post less because people are so hateful to her. It's not about anything I'm saying either. Like if I were talking about an opinion she had and people were like, oh, Caitlyn, I can't believe you have that opinion. But
No, it's just her being your significant other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a struggle. It's honestly tough for me at times, and that means it's way tough for her because she's never been in any life like this where all of a sudden she's under some sort of small light. She's like, man, I just liked you and then loved you, and then all of a sudden I'm getting so many hateful messages. And I just think, who would send a message like that out of nowhere? Well, this one girl who's changing accounts all the time definitely is. But it's other folks too. And it's like, who would send these messages? Like, what's happening in your life that's so wrong that you have to feel like you attack someone to make you feel better? That's fourth grade bully mentality. And if you're doing that, you were probably bullied. And why are you doing what was happening to you?
Yeah. It's very true. If people would just step back and think about would they say this to her face? Would they do any of the things that they're doing? Of course not.
And this is way general. This is obviously affecting me in a very personal way, but this is a way general thing. That's like this D-bag who's hitting Lunchbox calling him a pedophile. Listen, I'm not watching Cuties. It seems weird, but it's not.
A pedophile.
Right. It's not. And why would you? That's the worst thing you can call someone.
Yeah. Worst. I thought you were about to say.
Let me get in your computer, DB. What's that guy's name?
His name is Jason.
Oh. Let's look in your computer, Jason.
Yeah. You want to see this picture?
No, I'm good.
Does he have a goatee?
Hey, just describe
He
it.
has kind of a beard. Yeah.
Kind of a weird.
Anyway, well, sorry, Amy.
Oh no, when you first said you're never gonna guess what happened to Lunchbox, I thought that the wife thing and tracking her down, that is crazy. But I thought you were about to say
The feds?
he lost, like an investigation.
Chris Hansen,
or
Dateline
that-
NBC came back just for this.
or that a client that he endorsed for dropped him.
Oh,
Just like
No, nothing like that. No. Let's not.
I know, I'm just because people start that rumor and then your name, like if you Google
Yes.
Lunchbox and then now that word is with your name, and
Yeah.
that just is it's dangerous and it's not something to mess around with. Now I'm not supporting cuties.
well, but you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, don't want to, but Lunchbox is safe with children.
Hey, Dawn in North Carolina, you're on the show. What would you like to say here?
Hi, Bobby. Hi, studio. I just want to say I agree with Lunchbox. I watched the movies Cuties, if I said that right. I'm a mother and a grandmother. It has a great storyline if you watch the whole story and see the different things that's happening. It is a great movie. It really is.
Well, thank you, Dawn.
Sounds like a smart woman.
I am someone who's not attacking the movie. I haven't seen it. I think 99% of people that are attacking it haven't seen it. So I stand by you being able to say that, but I ain't watching it.
Right.
All right. Hey, call us if you want. Not about that anymore.
Yeah.
But and also, hey, to the few of you weirdos out there, stop freaking being weird. Stop being mean. Not just to me or to Lunchbox's wife, but anytime you feel like writing something bad on the internet, just punch yourself in the face.
Yeah,
Nice.
today's the day to change.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can move forward.
Thank you. All right. Love you guys. All right. Let's hit this and we'll come back.
Bobby.
A toy store employee recently screwed up and added the very explicit Cardi B song WAP to the store's playlist.
Oh, whoops.
I'm only doing this because it's late in the show and most kids are in school by now.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say any bad words. But that song stands for something really bad. The first word's wet. You got to figure out the next two words.
Oh, you don't know, Amy?
I don't. I've heard the song before.
Hey,
but...
Ray, turn my mic off and keep the music going.
Hold on.
You got to turn Amy's off, too.
Oh.
And let me get the camera off you, too.
There you
Okay, I could gather that a little bit, but what?
In case you didn't know the song, we went ahead and bleeped every word in the first 16 seconds that isn't kid friendly. Okay, here's a 16-second clip of WAP.
I said 5 free days a week. Make that game weak. Yeah.
So, anyway, that song goes over the top of the toy store with no bleeps.
A lot of words.
There were a lot of kids in there, too. The employee posted the story, said it happened before her shift, and she wanted to update the work playlist because it was getting a little stale, so she made
Oh, she made it fresh.
She put a flame. She did the quick add option that allows you to go through your like songs and just click and add them to the playlist. To make matters worse, she was stuck in front of the store emptying a register, and she couldn't immediately walk away because she had a bunch of money.
Oh, no.
And she couldn't shut. And finally, they shut it off, and they came over the top of the intercom. Good evening, customers. On behalf of the store, I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties. We hope to make it up to you by offering free gift wrapping on unlimited items. Thank you and have a fantastical night. No word on if she got in trouble or not, but isn't that unfortunate? And can you imagine? You hear that and you know it's your fault. You're praying. You're looking at people going,
Yeah.
Are they even hearing this? Are they even oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Please, nobody know.
Yeah, that's a serious one there. Let's go to Riley in Tennessee. Hey, Riley, you're on the Bobby Bone Show. What's going on with you?
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. What's going on with you?
Okay, well, I'm actually driving around for work right now, so I wanted to call in though and kind of back Raymundo up with this ring situation. So I've got a massive wedding ring on currently, and it's all blinged out. So I wanted to let him know that he's got some like-minded people out there about this ring situation.
Do you wear jeans with embroidery on the back, on the butt?
I do not.
All right, Riley. I appreciate that call, man. Hope you have a good day. All right, see you later.
You like that.
Let's play one of them girls from Lee Bryce, the Bobby Bone Show. Hey, call us if you want. We would love to talk to you. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Good morning. Thanks. Here we go.